This video is for Genti Audio and Genti Audio alone. If you're not Genti Audio, then get out of here. For those that don't know, Genti Audio is an app that allows you to listen to audiobooks. So you can listen to different stories and so on it. I talked about it in a previous video, which you can view in the description box below. Now, these are things that I would personally do if I had the chance to work with Genti, like when it comes to social media and real life and that type of stuff, like things that I would suggest that they could do. Honestly speaking, like if I had that chance and if they could see this video and they said, hey, they want to work with me, I would be so happy right now. Anyway, to better promote Genti Audio, this is what I would do if I had that power. The first thing that I would do is this. I would want to promote Genti Audio in different places in Nigeria. Preferably, we'd start with Lagos. Now, how would I start? It's quite simple. I will start with the secondary schools. Now, we will target secondary schools, particularly the ones that, they have all those smart stuff, like, smart schools, like with the tablets and phones and everything. Ones that may allow students to bring their phones. So, like, I feel as if those ones will work better, and I'll explain why. But still, I would want to go to all those, like, day schools and everything, where, students go home, we know that they have phones and everything and all that. So, here is what I would do. For every secondary school we go to, we'll conduct a survey to see what boys like and what girls like and everything. Now, we're going to do this because we're going to tailor whatever we present to them based on gender and everything. What we're going to do is that for the schools and everything, we're going to divide the students based on gender. And let me explain, okay? Let me continue explaining. After we divide everyone based on gender, what will happen is this. For the girls, we're going to show them content that is tailored more for girls. Like, for example, they have different stories and everything on Genti that I know that the girls would love. And then for the guys, we'll do the same thing. And then, since Genti also has some educational stuff as well, like, secondary school, WAEC, that type of stuff, we could also show them that type of stuff as well. But then, however, to make things better, as I said, we need the people that have the smart schools, because those people can give us more downloads. So now what we'll do is that we'll do a giveaway. We're not that for the girls, we're going to give away Dream Count, because that's a book they have there by Chimamanda Adichie. We're going to give away that book and everything, like, to a few people if they can do this and that, like, just to, spark more interest and everything. And then from there, people are going to download the app and we'll get more downloads and users at the same time. And people will always want to read that Dream Count and everything. And then we'll still give away coins as well, so that way, people can still read this. Like, even for the boys, we'll do the same thing and all that. Like, do you get what I mean? Now, if we can go to as many secondary schools as possible, we will get a surge of downloads if we do this type of stuff. I know it. The second thing that we'll do when it comes to Genti is to basically promote ourselves in businesses. Do you get what I mean? Like, let me explain better. Now, what we'll do is this. We're going to go to the cafes and places where we know that the female audience is more rampant, because we know that Genti, in my opinion, I believe is built more for females. So we're going to go to cafes and everything, and then we'll get like a speaker in that cafe. And what will happen is that we'll have like one of the audio books that's already pre-recorded and everything. We'll put it inside like a flash drive or memory card inside of the speaker or whatnot. And then from there, it will be playing the Genti descent. We'll not have a webmark that says download Genti Audio on Play Store and everything. So that, somebody will know what they're hearing. And while, they're eating and everything and they're hearing the stories, they'll like it. They'll vibe with it. This will spark interest and people will want to download our app. But here's something that we can even do to up this. Now, what we can do is that we can get a TV and then we'll do something like this.
Listening to Genti Audio. Title: Chronicles of a Blunt Girl. Written by Leye Adele. Narrated by Elman Badiri.
But if we're going to get a TV, here is one thing that we can do that will make it much better. So recently, I went to make my hair. This hair you can see on my head. And what happened was that, the place where we went to make my hair, it had like a TV and everything. And the TV had movies and stuff now. So what if now that we go to a hair salon and that type of video I showed you, we get something like this again?
Running girl. I have learned many things in life. And one of them is that you cannot run for your life in high-heeled shoes.
And then we play this thing inside of that hair salon. People are going to be interested in everything, because when I was making my hair and everything, People were interested in the movie that we were watching, and people were really invested in it. So why can't we do the same thing? Now, making hair takes a lot of hours, because I was in that hair shop for hours making my hair and everything. So what we could do is that we could get like that type of video thing that I just showed you, and essentially what we'll do is that we'll put that in there. We'll get like the stories that are hours, or maybe like an hour or 2 hours long and everything at a time, like as if you're watching a movie but you're hearing it and everything. We'll get stories that are hours long, and then people are going to hear it and everything, and then they'll see, okay, this is an app and everything they can download so that they can continue the story and stuff. We're going to get a lot of customers, but if we're going to do it in a hair salon, we must do it in places that have good foot traffic. I would have said we could also do it in the barbering salons as well, but let's be real, guys do not really stay as long as girls when it comes to making their hair. So that's why it's the best opportunity to promote yourself in a hair salon. Do you get what I mean? However, this does not mean that we can't appeal to guys. We can appeal to guys, but however, we'll go to stores that they do locks, where they give people dreadlocks and everything. We'll go there because dreadlocks take time. And because of that, they can listen to the stories and everything. We'll get like stories that, I'll say that appeal to both guys and girls, something that's more gender neutral, in my opinion. I don't know, but still, that is what we will do. And we'll put them there on the TV. When people listen to all that type of stuff like that, they will download the app and everything, and boom, we have more users. And since we have more users, that means that we can make more money in different ways. Like, people like investors like MasterCard will come and say, hey, we're going to invest more money because, you have more users and everything. Plus, Genti has this feature where, like they have ads and everything that you can watch if you want to continue stories and everything. And that's where we can make money as well. And plus, they also have the in-app purchase feature where you can purchase coins and everything. And we will probably get like a few customers that could want to purchase coins or something, but still, that's the best way to get to these people. I mean, additionally, we could still do other stuff such as, going to book clubs and literature clubs and everything, or all those types of events like tech events or whatnot. I mean, yeah, those could work, but still, let's try to concentrate on those aspects as well, those other things I just talked about right now, because it's going to work in my opinion. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope that maybe Genti might see this, or any audio book or podcast type of app sees thing, and then maybe they could and implement this type of thing if you wanted to work with me. I don't know. So yeah, that's all for today's video, and I hope I see you guys next time.